Dear Lindsay, I hope you like this book even a tiny bit as much as I've enjoyed Wall Strip. Remember, I am both a turtle and a trader. I look forward to a bit of banter. Regards, Curtis Faith. Curtis, what's a turtle trader?
A turtle trader is one of a group of traders that Richard Dennis taught in 1983 and 1984.
Okay.
We were given a couple weeks training, and then Richard basically said, here's your account, go out and trade a small sample size for the first month and we'll see how everybody does.
So why did they pick you?
When I got to the turtle program, I'd actually been programming trading systems for 2 years. So I think that it was that and the fact that they were screening for high mathematical aptitude, and I always tested very well for that.
Is there a surefire way to make money in the market?
Surefire, no. But consistent, yes.
And how would you do that?
You're not trying to predict the market. So when you put on a trade and you say, I'm going to buy, let's say, I'm going to buy Wall Strip stock here. Then,
Very good idea.
and when you buy it at a certain price, you're not saying as a trader that it's definitely going up. What you're saying is, if I do this trade, if this sort of trade keeps coming up, I'll make money over the long run. So what that means is that you're perfectly fine with any particular trade not working out, because that's just part of the game. It's kind of what's expected. It's a bit like the casino dealer. I mean, they know they're going to have a big payout every once in a while.
What is the biggest obstacle for most traders?
I would say faith in their own decision making. I think people second guess themselves too much. They might follow their strategy 95% of the time, but it's that 5% that they stop is almost invariably when they would have made a lot of money. Successful traders are able to avoid what's known as the outcome bias, which is the idea that you look at your decisions and say, if I made money on this trade, then I'm really happy, and if I lost money on the trade, then that means I did something wrong. Especially with trend following. The way the turtles traded was very hard, because you'd get sometimes as long as a year or more where you wouldn't have any really good trades. In my case, I would say I traded less than an hour a week.
Okay.
And so
sounds like a good job.
it was a pretty good job. Now, we used to play ping pong a lot.
You made a bunch of money, then you left trading. You lost everything.
You know, it's one of those things. People look at me and they say, "How could you lose so much money?" And then, but what they don't realize is I never would have made that money if I had the attitude.
You weren't
that
capable of losing it all.
Yeah.
Entries or exit strategies? Which are more important in the long term?
You can make money ignoring one or the other, but you will make more money if you pay attention to both. If you're somebody who is trading money for other people, then exit rules are very important, because they, more than the entries, they define the risk that the investor will see.
Is trading easier or harder now for trend traders?
It is harder once you know how to do it than it used to be, but it is much easier to learn how to do it. The markets are noisier, I believe, now. The types of indicators that you had that a trend was starting have been looked at, and people start reacting to that by trading around particular opportunities, so you get a lot more volatility.
And why is it easier to learn?
Well, because the tools are much better. I mean, nowadays you can, over the internet, download all the data you need and analyze markets and you could do things that would take us months or years in half a day.
Long, short. Stock bloggers.
I'm long stock bloggers. Finance is one of the few places where you see a lot of very smart people on the internet.
Argentina's economic rebound.
Long.
In what term?
5 to 10 years.
Global stock indices.
Long.
Gold.
Short.
Obama-Hillary ticket.
Long Obama-Hillary, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Why?
I think Obama will choose a different vice president.
Global warming. I'm
short global warming.
Why?
I don't think there's anything we can do about global warming. I think we're probably focusing on the wrong things.
High definition porn.
Definitely long.
Boca Juniors.
Long. Definitely long, the juniors.
Wall Strip.
Very long. We were pretty bored most of the time. I read probably 7 or 8 Stephen King novels the first year I was trading.